a very central piece where Stanley told us that for him it's the key piece that he has found.
So what is it?
It's not found in a cave. It was found in the Southern Highlands. And the reason for that is that this ranger who left all his legacy and his statues there also left a plastic bag with a diary and letters. And it turns out that this is very old, like 23 years old, the diary, and it names his first girlfriend, and they were madly in love, and they planted a tree when they noticed that, you know, their parents would not approve of their relationship, and they had this sense. So what they did is they went to the Southern Highlands and they planted a tree. And when they did it, the girl, Nellie...
Was that her?
That's apparently her. She took her necklace.
1989.
Mm-hmm.
Question mark.
Yeah, and there was something scribbled here that is now erased, and if I try to read it, I think Stanley erased it. It says, "I turn around, seeing you, it feels like you would be another, be and another," yeah, what's that? So anyhow, they planted this tree and she put her necklace around one of the roots. And this item actually was excavated by Stanley on the spot. And he brought it to a clinic and had it x-rayed, and that's the x-ray.
Ah. So you're saying that is that X-ray,
Mm-hmm.
and inside that is the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to try and get it out?
That's a good question. I think that's a really important question, because it asks, should you destroy the artifact to get information, or do you have to respect the artifact and you will not get more than you get out of an X-ray? What Stanley did so far is making an interpretive drawing where he identifies this as a skull and as an embryo structure in this root system. And then he relates it basically to his theories, but he hasn't. I mean, I don't know. Perhaps he core sampled it. Yeah. So when he came across that, he blogs about that. He said, oh, this is now too much about romantic and too spiritual, and I'm a logical guy, and I'm a scientist guy. I won't go too deep into that. So he started relating it to other things that he could find on the internet. Well, he came across this story here that threw him off. And the story is about, from a different place. It's about a 91-year-old woman who on her deathbed asked the doctors to be opened after her death because she claimed she's pregnant for 46 years. And that happened in 1720. And so the doctors did open her and found a half petrified, half mummified embryo in her womb. And this is now in a collection in the University of Tübingen in southern Germany. It's one of these artifacts. So anyhow, this is a story. It's kind of intriguing. And Stanley comes across it and I think, perhaps there is something to the power of imagination and the power of love to give matrix to something that otherwise has no life. So left there, he's now going a little bit wild, installing this cabinet of curiosity and giving these artifacts that Ted Wilson has created a completely different realm, like a more museum like display, and honoring them. Anyhow, you can walk around the house and explore that, and we are here to, if you have any questions. And in these rooms below, Stanley brought all the tools, and that's probably, I think the cave is now more or less empty. Because he brought all the tools, and he brought the clay and the wax, and he's reenacting the practice that Ted had used to create these artifacts. So feel free to go there.
Go.